everyone, happy day 220. Once again this morning, there was no daily mass. So after I dropped my boys off at school, I headed over to Holy Trinity Church for adoration. I figured what better way to spend a rainy morning than before the Blessed Sacrament. Have you ever had a friend give you a book to read and they say it's amazing, but you just can't seem to pick it up? Well, that's what happened to me 3 months ago. My friend Richard from church, my spiritual advisor, as I'm calling him these days, gave me a book called Teresa Newman, Mystic and Stigmatist. It's about the life of a woman named Teresa Newman. I had never heard anything about her until Richard handed me the book. My first impression of the book was not great. We all know the saying, don't judge a book by its cover, but honestly, the cover needs an upgrade. For 3 months, Richard would ask me how the book was going, and I would uncomfortably say, it's not going. He would then reply by saying, I promise it's really good. Once you start it, you won't be able to put it down. No matter how many times he said that to me, I didn't believe him. Yesterday, while I was at my desk, I looked over at the book, saw Teresa Newman staring back at me, and made a decision that after I took my nightly shower, I was going to lay in my bed and read before going to sleep. So last night, that's what I did. All I can say is that it's less than 24 hours later, and I am already halfway through the book. To my surprise, Richard was right. This book is truly amazing, and I would highly recommend it to anyone that wants to be blown away by the power of God's miracles. This morning, after an hour of praying and reading more of my new book, I left the church and headed home to do the daily readings and do some writing. In the gospel today, we hear Jesus say the words, I am the bread of life. Whoever believes in me will never hunger. Whoever believes in me will never thirst. For a long time, I read these words to mean that Jesus will give me everything I need as long as I believe in him. I always looked at it on a spiritual level, not a literal level, until last night. While reading about Teresa Newman, I came to chapter 5 entitled Abstinence from Food and Drink. My first thought was that it was going to talk about fasting being an important part of Teresa Newman's life, but I was way off. What I read blew my mind. Teresa Newman went the last 40 years of her life completely abstinence from any solid food or water. The only thing she lived on was the Eucharist. I'm assuming you're thinking the same thing I thought. That's impossible. Well, the more I read, the more I came to believe. I thought to myself, if I truly believe that nothing is impossible for God, then why can't I believe this? Why can't the Eucharist truly be enough both spiritually and physically? The truth is, I believe it can be for those special people like Teresa Newman. God works through people to reveal himself to us. Why not through the power of the Eucharist by showing us he literally is the bread of life? I hope all of you out there have a blessed day 220. Please know that I am praying for you always, and I will see you tomorrow.